Hello everyone, and welcome back to our emergency series running the entire month of May. Now here's another one, radio failure in VFR conditions, not really an emergency, but an abnormal, at least, so I've included it, right? Tomorrow we'll dive back into the true emergencies. So just like we mentioned, radio failure in VFR conditions generally isn't too significant of an ordeal. Many times on a VFR flight, you might not even be talking to anyone at all, right? But you could be. Right? Maybe you are flying in class B, C, or D airspace. Maybe you are on flight following, so you might be talking to someone. So what do you do if you suspect radio failure? So first of all, you can do some quick troubleshooting. Maybe the volume got turned down by accident, right? Or maybe you have a loose headset jack. Or double check your audio panel settings, right? Make sure everything is set correctly there. Okay, so you do all your checks and you still have issues. So the AIM, Airman's Information Manual, provides some guidance on what to do next, right? So it mentions to squawk 7600. This will let ATC know that you have a communications failure. It also mentions that the pilot must continue the flight under VFR and land as soon as practicable. Okay, practicable. What does that mean? Well, it doesn't mean land as soon as possible, right? You can use your best judgment to land at an airport which would be suitable for the type of airplane you are flying. But it also doesn't mean you need to land short of your destination if it's not that far away. So then you could make the decision, to land sooner or later based on your situation. So if your destination is a towered airport, right, then you fly towards the airspace, circle above it, and outside of the airspace, waiting for the light gun signals, right? You would be looking for a steady green light, which indicates cleared to land. So if your destination is a non-towered airport, initially fly over the airport at 1,000 feet above the traffic pattern altitude. This will allow you to survey, the landing area, get a feel for the traffic on the ground, the wind direction, any other traffic that you can see in flight. Hopefully you can spot other aircraft that are in the traffic pattern as well. Then once you've determined the flow and where the aircraft are, then you can fit into the traffic pattern and then land. Now, this is where ForeFlight or Garmin Pilot would be a big help, right? You would be able to get the wind and traffic information to supplement what you are seeing visually and observing. So, of course, not all the traffic, might be shown on your iPad, so it isn't a substitute for looking out the window, but it would be a significant help in this situation. So another idea, when you're low enough, don't forget to use your cell phone, right? You might be able to make a call to the tower or ATC and talk to them this way. So there, you have some tips on radio failure in flight. If this happens to you, not too big of a deal. So out of all of these items that we're going to cover this month, this one is probably one that you would select. It's not too bad to have. So thanks everyone for watching day 13. We'll catch you tomorrow on day 14 and fly safe.